What's up, people of the world? It's your girl Lala,
And your boy Siobhan.
and you are listening to
Talk that shit.
with the Melvins.
Hey, the smack isn't for you to start.
Oh,
The
so,
smack.
So do we need to start over?
No, we don't need to start over. But
I don't know. I've never done that before, so I don't
right,
know why I did that.
I'm so confused on
Wild.
that. What's up, people out there? What's up, people out there? I just want to.
I'm scared. I'm gonna break a neck.
Well, don't. I know people that's watching us. Yes, Lala Melvin has her nails done.
I'll super.
It's been a while. Yo, did you ever explain why you didn't want to get nails done? Your nails done?
When last year,
Yeah.
I just was comfortable, natural, so I didn't feel any. Not that I'm uncomfortable natural
That's
now,
what I'm
because that
like,
sounds
huh?
horrible.
Right.
But last year I kind of went through a little phase where everything was all me, if you will, like nails, hair. I took out my nose piercings. Um yeah. Like I don't know. It
It
just
wasn't.
wasn't
It wasn't a vibe.
the season in my life for
Season of my life.
those things. So,
No,
yeah. It wasn't no like
no reason why.
yeah, nothing like, oh, I needed some people like, oh, my nails need to breathe. No,
Right.
that wasn't it. It's just, I wanted to, I guess.
I feel it. So. What's this season of you cooking and baking? Like, I understand that you always been this person, but this is like from a different. I feel like this is different.
I just feel like I'm kind of stepping into, like really stepping into things that I'm passionate about.
Right.
And taking those things that I'm passionate about seriously, but not so serious that it's irritating to me.
Right.
Because I've said it before, like when things become so serious, I don't want to do it.
Right.
I'm just that type of person. So, yeah, no, like cooking and baking and things of that nature have always been things that I've loved to do.
Mm-hmm.
And in praying for the guidance, clarity, wisdom, on where I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing, yada, those things.
Mm-hmm.
This has kind of been something that's been like heavy on my heart and my mind. So I just do it because I enjoy doing it.
I feel it. I definitely feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we are in our birthday month, and we are getting older.
My bad, y'all. Yeah, for sure.
Do you feel?
I mean, everybody gets older, right? I mean, unless you don't, let me know.
Yeah, but do you feel like this is a new path in your life that you are about to be older with?
I don't think my age has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention to my age. A lot of times I'm asking myself how old I am.
You are, and sometimes when you ask me how old you are, I'll be like, "How old is she?"
I don't really pay attention to my age. Too many times you've been like, oh yeah, you're gonna be 35, or somebody will be like, La, how old you about to be? And I'm like, 30, 35. Wait. And then I have to think. And a lot of times the only way I'm able to figure it out is because I know your age for sure.
Stop.
And then also I know what year I was born.
That's bad.
So between those two things is usually how I figure out how old I am.
That's bad because I be trying to forget my age. I feel like I
don't feel my age at all. I feel like 8 years younger than what I actually am.
Right.
So
right.
Maybe that's why.
This is my year of turning 40, right? And right. People are, oh, you're turning 40. It's like you said, I feel like for me, I feel like I'm entering my 30 years because of where I'm at. Well, not mentally, but I'm sorry. far as physically and just milestones in life and how to actually move in a certain way.
I don't get it.
Um,
You said milestones in life and how to move in a certain way.
yeah, I put those two words together because they sound like they was dope. Whoopsie. I'm just saying. I feel. You know, how people be like, oh man, when you turn 40, your back start hurting and shit. My back was hurting 15 years ago.
Yo, I'm weak. Fucking weak.
But no.
I'm weak.
All jokes aside, did we talk about our run? I don't think so.
I feel like we did.
We did.
I feel like we did.
I feel like we didn't.
Probably not, because you definitely went right back into work.
Right. But I feel like we didn't do a podcast though.
We couldn't have, because you was at work
Mm-hmm.
after that Saturday, Sunday to Thursday.
Well, me and my best friend / my wife / my home skillet, we ran a 5K race.
The rock and roll.
What was it? The Las Vegas rock and roll marathon race.
I guess that's what it was called. I don't remember.
Guess what? We didn't practice for it at fucking all.
Well, here's the thing. So all of the last, I'm not going to say the last. So like, I guess I should say the last 8 months of last year, that's all I did was run.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every single day.
Yeah, you wouldn't even take a break. Ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it's not necessary. But anyway, my goal last year was to be able to run a consecutive 2.5 miles for 30 minutes.
Right.
I did it. And I mean, I continued running, and then, my goals got a little higher. But I just lost interests. And it came out of nowhere, really. I'm not even going to say it wasn't like I didn't have the motivation. It was almost like my body would not let me do it.
You got to listen to your body.
And right. And I knew, so it came November, we had signed up for the race. And so I told myself, okay, come January, the race was February 22nd. Come January, I'm like straight training. Like, that's all it is. It's six weeks to train for okay. So when I started doing the running last year, I did a 6-week training to run the 30 minutes consistent, right?
Right.
So I was like, okay, cool. 2.5 miles. I could do 30 minutes. I'll give myself an extra like 15 to just do that extra half mile.
Right.
Well, come January, I did not do that.
We didn't do anything.
I think I ran once, because I actually did start my training. I ran once. And it's on my Nordic Track treadmill. So it's the iFit app with the trainers, Tommy Rivs. Shout out to him. He's the greatest. I love him so much. Anyway, it kicked my ass, actually, that first one, because first of all, most of it was completely like
uphill.
It was uphill. Okay, it was on a complete incline.
I forgot that I pushed the record button.
Oh, yeah. So it was a complete incline and that one was actually a full 45 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And I did it, but it kicked my ass.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, like an idiot, I did not continue. Again, body was not, it just wasn't like, I don't know, before I had been like fiending. Like, I was so excited to get up and run every single day. And then it was just like, you need to sit down. And I've injured myself before. And so that was the last thing that I was trying to do. So no, I did not train. We did not train for this. And it showed. And it's okay, because there's other runs, and we finished.
Wait,
We
what do you go ahead, go
we
ahead.
finished. I had a time that I was trying to reach, and I kind of knew I wasn't going to reach it because I hadn't trained, but so for me I was like, not too thrilled about the time, but I finished. So, there's
But
more races to come.
yeah, but I feel like that
How you feel about it and how I feel about it are going to be two totally different things because I actually enjoy getting up to run.
no.
I like running.
That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say like the milestone of not being tired during the race was just amazing.
Not for you. That's not a
well, you
milestone
know
for
what?
me.
Shit, it
Because
was
my thing, and that's what I'm saying, because I know that I can do it. The fact that I didn't do it, like I didn't run straight through when I know that I can. And that for me is the drawback. Like, oh yeah, we finished, but
we
like
didn't do it the
pump
way.
your brakes is not how I wanted to finish that race.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying like the next one I'm gonna be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all. We finished. It was great. It was fun. I loved it. I loved it because one, I did it with him, but like I said, it was a goal for me.
Right.
And so
I think the bigger goal also was you around people.
that's always a goal. Like anytime there's a crowd of people, it's an achievement for me. I fucking hate being in crowds, but you know, it is what it is. I had to.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So yeah.
All right. So let's go into this week's topic. We have it's like two topics. But the first one is well. Hold on. Where'd it go? Um, yeah, I'm gonna cut all this out. I wanted to read this because
Gosh.
this is very I think this is dope. Well, not dope. I just think it's a positive. I want to stay anonymous, but I just want to let you guys know on the Balancing Grace podcast, you guys saved me from thinking about taking my life. You guys are my therapist, and I come every week to listen to become a better person. I want to say thank you for being authentic and letting people know that there's time to be a better person.
I love that. I love not okay. When
Right.
you first told me about that comment that we got, um to me it was heavy
Right.
because I have also been on that end of is it worth being here?
Right.
And I was young,
Right.
feeling like that. And so it's heavy for me to hear someone be able to come back from those thoughts to me what seems so simply because of what we've said.
Right.
And I personally take that very seriously. And I prayed for that person. Although I don't know your name or where you're from or anything like that, I prayed for you because there's just so many things in the world right now that can even now can still make you feel that way. And I think it's important that you know
That you're loved.
but deeper than just loved. Everybody says that and it sounds like, oh, it's so, everybody says, oh yeah, you're so loved. And it's like everybody says that. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have that much of a meaning, but it's deeper than you're just loved. You're covered, you're protected, you are you, whether you may know it or not, you bring something to someone's life somewhere else. And that's
Right.
something that I also had to understand too. Like, even with our podcast. Here we are, we're just talking. Like, this is just what we do. We talk. Like,
You took the words right out my
you
mouth.
know what I'm
What
saying?
I was
Like,
about to say.
we've always talked. That's why we started the podcast, because we sit and we talk, and it was like, let's just share our conversations type of
Right.
stuff.
Yep.
And just with our words and our stories and our experiences, it's been able to change people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Um and you also have done that, whether you know it or you don't know it. And so it's so important for you to remain here for whatever your purpose, your divine purpose is. Not what people tell you you're supposed to be doing, not what people say you're meant to be doing. It's, you have a divine purpose just like anybody else. And I think that it is so important for everybody to understand.
What that
It's
purpose is.
deeper, not
Mm-hmm.
even that. It's deeper than just, oh, everybody loves you.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's purpose is to help each other, right? But what is your specific purpose in how you help other people? You don't know, or maybe you do. I don't know though. Maybe you walking in a room and cracking a joke, it takes somebody's pain away for that moment. Or
Right.
maybe
Right. Right.
you said something or had a conversation with somebody and it takes away their pain. Or maybe you shared our podcast with somebody and they felt the same way you did and it also helped them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have a purpose. Maybe your purpose isn't necessarily so front and center, and maybe you
Mm-hmm.
don't know what it is right now, but it's so important to just pray on
That.
learning
Yeah. Learn.
what that is, and
Mm.
asking for discernment and asking for guidance and asking for the protection and the love of God, because it it brings so much peace to your life. And that's where a lot of us fall short in that way of having peace. We don't have it. A majority of the world doesn't have it. They don't even know what it is,
Right.
and so
See,
I love I love
love.
that
Right. It's
we
it.
were able to
Right.
help in that way.
What's See, I see all the stuff that comes in, right? And when I when I see things like that, and I just know that it's just not from us having an agenda
Right.
on what we're talking about. We're literally talking about our everyday life and
Right.
how we maneuver or even get better.
Yeah.
And just that little aspect of us talking about that on our platform is so impactful.
Mhm.
And it makes you think, like, even when you're growing up and you see somebody, or you see when they be like, well, who do you want to be like, or who do you idol? And this person doesn't know me. This
Right.
person made me want to go and take acting classes, or shoot the basketball a certain type of way, or do a fadeaway, Michael Jordan
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and it's like there are special people in the world, but everybody's special in their own unique way,
Mhm.
because they do something that's going to either that's going to make somebody idol them or help somebody
Mhm.
in a great way. So it's like, back to what I was saying, we don't even do these things to help people.
Right.
We do these to have these conversations because we get the text messages or we get the emails of saying, like, yo, I just was talking about that the other day. And to hear a different perspective of that made everything better.
Mhm.
I know that you hate being in the spotlight of certain things.
It's nuts. I don't want to be in the spotlight. Like, that's never been a thing for me. But uh it's always been more of a, I don't want to be a role model
Mm,
to people. Because I never wanted to be, I mean, I've said it on here. I don't want anybody to ever be like, well, she said I should have did that, so that's what I did. And it's like, hold it. Which is why I always say, to me,
mm,
or in our situation, or don't just do it because I said to do it, or don't say it because I said it. You know, what worked for me, or what works for us, works for us. It may not
Right.
work for you. Now, if you go off and you decide, I'm going to try it and it don't work, great. But I also feel like don't blame me because you took what I said and applied it to your life. I
Right.
didn't make you do that. And so I never wanted to be like, oh, that's my role model. And I look up to her so much. And it's like, that's great. But also, I would prefer not to be a role model because I don't want people to do things and then it be put on me as if I forced
that.
Yeah, like that's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No.
Role model and somebody who you like what they say. I feel like I don't know, it's two different things.
Right.
I'm not trying to be an influencer. Maybe that's how I should put it. I'm not trying to influence anybody to do anything at all, ever.
You are an influencer.
No, I'm not. The fuck?
Oh.
Anyway, what I was getting to by the end of what I was saying was that I love you, whoever you are, and I am praying for you every single day. Period. That's it. That's all I wanted to. That's what I was getting at, you know. But anyway.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Question.
Answer.
What if you woke up tomorrow and your spouse was gone?
Gone in what way? Because I've waken up before and you're gone to work.
Reality set in for that second. Not just gone for the day. Not just gone in the next room, but gone. No more texts. No more what's for dinner. No more body. No more body next to you at night.
Life sucks. It's very simple. My life is shit. Outside of my children, I mean. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know. I feel like some people may be like, oh, it sounds like you're like codependent. Fuck it, call it what you want. Shit, I'm not like, so? I don't know. I feel like you're supposed to be a little codependent on your partner. You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be, he's my best friend. Like, he's the person I talk shit to. He's the person I talk shit with. He's the person, you know.
You shit next? No.
Yeah, like if I'm in the bathroom, he's sitting at the door type stuff. You know, like we play video games together. We eat together. We sleep together. We have children together. We've struggled together. We've had some of our best moments together. You know, so it's like if I wake up and you are no longer, what is life outside of my children? Because they're always going to be my babies and stuff. But what is life when? Perfect example. When he's at work, my kids don't talk to me.
I think that's just a house thing. No. I think that's a house thing.
Well, what else is there? They're playing video games, or they're in their rooms. Nathan building Legos, and Colin, he's always right behind Nathan. So you got Vaughn playing video games, and then them two in their room playing Legos, playing with Legos, or drawing, or they're downstairs and they're play fighting. So it's like they don't talk to me. So when he's at work, I'm either texting him or I'm watching some type of true crime or a TV show of some sort. But I'm even like in that, I'm like, I'm so bored. Right. He is the heart of our family. Energy, presence, spirit. Like he is what makes the Melvin household.
So you're saying that because I've been seeing a lot of thing of going through life alone. Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to go through life alone? Is what you're saying?
No, you're not supposed to go through life alone. It was never meant for that. How do you create life going through life alone?
Well, how did Mary do it? No, I'm just joking.
Mary wasn't alone.
I know.
Stupid.
So it's just.
No, you're not meant to go through life alone. Some people go through life alone because they decided what no man no good or good enough, or all women are this or all men are that. By the time they looked up, they 45, 50 years old talking about I want to have kids. Who wants to have kids at 45 or 50?
True.
Nobody. So now you either don't get what you want, or you remain like, and you're in a relationship, or you remain alone. Life is not meant to be like that, and most of the time it's like that because of past experiences, not because what you're currently in is not working.
So you're saying that everything is messed up if I don't if I'm no longer there. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to say the same thing with you. Like,
Yeah, everything is different. It's no longer,
listen,
life would no longer be what it currently is right now. Like, I probably would be not bitter, but I think I would be very bitter in a way.
really?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If I was gone off the face of earth, you would
Yeah.
be bitter? Why would you be bitter?
Because why?
Why am I gone?
Yeah.
You know, I died or something happened.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Because where the fuck else would you be if you're off the face of the earth?
Oh, maybe in a spaceship or something. No, we are not from Scarp. I'm just joking. Yeah, like, so you would be bitter.
I think I'd be a little bitter.
I have an attitude.
A little like anger.
I would have an attitude all the time.
That's called bitter.
No, bitter is like you. What the fuck wrong with you?
Angry.
No, I would have a fucking like, get the fuck out my face, you bitch ass motherfucker.
That's weird that you would feel that way.
Why?
Because no one did anything to you.
Yes, they did. Somebody in this earth took my baby away.
You so ugly, yo.
So I'm gonna have a whole motherfucking problem.
No, I wouldn't have. No, I would be a little bitter, but it's bitter. You know how they say people die of a broken heart?
Mm-hmm.
I would die of bitterness. Not literally. I'm being figurative. I think I would be.
So you wouldn't try to replace something for that?
What is there to replace?
Food?
Because it's no longer going to be fun. I'll be about 25 pounds because I won't eat anymore. I only eat with you. When you're not home, I don't eat. When you're home, I eat.
So I'm the problem.
We've already talked about this.
You saying I'm the problem still?
You are, yes. You be like, La.
What's that?
La. I know you hungry. I'm like, bro, no, I'm not.
That's why I ain't say nothing. I almost passed out this morning. That's why I ain't say nothing.
I know you want
Almost-
some Roberto's, bro. I'm like, no, I don't.
I passed out yesterday twice.
That's what I'm saying, though. I wouldn't do the things that I do. Like, I don't leave my house now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I do leave my house, it's because you're telling me that we have somewhere to go.
Right.
I only leave because of you. So I'd be a hermit. I wouldn't eat. Who am I going to laugh at outside the kids? And who says that they're even going to have anything to laugh at? Because
everybody laugh at me?
Because they're just like you.
Mm.
And if daddy's no longer here, I feel like they would lose a part of them also.
Mm.
So what are we laughing at? Ain't shit funny.
Mm.
I don't think I would want to be bothered. I feel like they probably wouldn't want to be bothered.
So I'm just fucking everything up if I'm gone.
Period. So, I pray for your long life. Like a very long life.
What's crazy? When you got your nails done, for some just context clues, when she get her nails done, it's like a 7-hour process.
It's
right?
not.
It feels like a fucking
What
7
time was
hour.
my appointment? 8:30.
8:30. You got there at 8:34.
Okay. And what time did you pick me up?
1 o'clock.
9, 10, 11, 12.
I was losing my shit.
You know what? There's only been one other time that my appointment went that long. But that's because of the nail design that I decided to get.
Every time you get the nail design, it gets extravagant every single time.
That's not true. Because usually my regular appointments.
When did you ever have a regular appointment?
What are you talking about? My regular appointments are only 3 hours, bro.
When have you been in there for 3 hours?
Every time I go, except the 2 times that my nail appointments went over 3 hours. I just said that.
Bruh.
My pedicures are only max 30 minutes.
Of course. That's
right.
I'm not talking about that.
Right.
We're
okay,
talking about
so
those.
The other 3.
We're talking about the alphabets.
So the other 3.5 hours were my nails.
They're never.
Do you see the perfection on
that's
these?
That's 5 hours right there.
Listen.
I'm just telling you how I felt when you're not here.
Do you see the shape?
I see the shape.
Do you? Because it's perfection. Not a single Like nothing is lopsided. No, nothing. Like it's perfection.
What I'm just trying to say is when you go get your nails done, I feel like an empty seashell in here. Like I don't
I
like.
think that's ridiculous though. 4 hours? I'm okay for 4 hours if you're gone.
We gonna sit here and lie.
No, I'm okay for 4 hours.
No, I'm okay too. It's just when you leave, there can't be no interaction because either you're getting your nails done, so I can't text you and be like, "Look at
Right,
this."
because my hands are tied.
I know, but at least if I'm gone for 4 hours, we still can text.
Well, I know, but we can text when I'm getting my pedicure done.
That's why I always be like, that's why you text me, starting my feet, and I be like, oh, okay.
And I usually text you like in between because we'll stop here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a customer comes in and she has to hop up. Like when I was there just this past time, this guy came in. She was like, "Let me go wax him real quick," and I was like, "Cool." Or like one of her employees needs her help with something. She'll get up real quick and go help. Yeah, so we stop. Like we have moments where we stop and I'll just in between just text you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But you be trying to have full on conversations, and I think that's the problem. Like we can have a full on conversation if my hands are literally being worked on.
I know. That's why I don't. That's why I say, cool. Yeah.
No, you don't. Hey, how's it going?
That's how's it going. You can say cool.
And then you continue like, bro, I can't talk.
I know. You better talk to Siri.
Or in between, like when she's doing the polish after I've dried, I'll text when she's working on one hand and then switch. I'll text with the other hand. But I also don't be trying to move because who wants their nails messed?
It's crazy because if I'm at work or I'm working and...
If I'm at work or I'm working, what's the difference?
If I'm at work, sometimes I ain't working. We gonna sit here and act like...
I'm like, if I'm at work or if I'm working. Okay.
So when I'm working, like actually doing stuff, and you be like, sir, you haven't texted me.
Because you know why? On the days when you're at work and you're working, it doesn't make sense. You know why? Because in your line of work, you have 5 days of preparation and setup.
Right.
There's no reason why on the 6th, 7th, and 8th day, it's still almost as if it's preparation and setup. So that's why I'm like, hello.
Well, you mean like after prep and stuff, and when we go in to load in?
After load in. Once the show is loaded in, there's times where you're like, oh, I've just been fixing stuff. Why though? Why is there still stuff being fixed? The show is here every month. Why?
Because people don't take care of stuff and people put Band-Aids on things and expect you to... I'm
not actually asking the question.
No, I'm just saying though, that's how shit gets...
I know what you're saying, and I already know that. But that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it doesn't make sense. So yeah, if it's not a load in day or load out day, I don't expect you to be busy, and I do expect you to be texting me.
I love it.
The fuck?
But yeah, so so for me, if I was to wake up tomorrow and you're no longer there, I'm gonna be 48 pounds. With
Yeah, that's not true.
With high sodium. Huh?
That's not true.
What you mean that's not true?
You're not going to be 48 pounds because you eat regardless.
Yeah, but since
you don't know how to not eat.
No, you're right, but you got the fuck? But what I'm trying to say is the fact that because I've been eating with you for such a long time, anything else would not be good anymore.
That's not true.
I think it's true.
You just won't have good food cooked for you.
Say it again, because
I said you just won't have good food cooked for you anymore.
All right, that's why I'm gonna have high sodium.
What the fuck? What does sodium have to do with anything?
I'll be eating noodles every day.
That's not true. You'd just be going to Roberto's. You'd go to sushi. You'd go to Korean barbecues.
First of all, I already told you, food ain't good without you.
That's not true. You've eaten away from me before, and I was like, "How was it?" You was like, "It was good.
It was good.
It was really good."
But it was sometimes I'll be like, "This shit ain't."
Sometimes it's not all the time.
Yeah, but I'm whatever.
And and you don't know how to not eat. You just said you passed out twice yesterday because you hadn't eaten. So explain to
I was like, the fuck?
explain to me.
I was playing the game. I was like, what the fuck?
Explain to me how, Sway.
Oh.
How you gonna be 48 pounds if
40.
you be passing out because you ain't ate?
Man, fuck. My eyes started blinking and shit. The second thing to that question that they asked is, they said, what?
Was this somebody that
Yeah,
asked?
somebody asked that question.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. They asked, and what does the ring symbolize to both of you guys?
The wedding ring?
Yeah.
Nothing. Not for me, anyway. I mean, if I wear my ring, which I forgot to put it back on because I was making those pretzels, but when I wear my ring, it's more of a like a warning, like an alert for other people. Like, bitch, I'm married. I'm married, period. Like, outside of that, the ring itself doesn't mean anything.
That's a good take on that.
I could get married without a ring. I can get married with a piece of tinfoil wrapped around my finger. Like, to me, the ring itself does not matter.
It's for everybody else.
It's for everybody else to understand I am a married woman.
And I'm a married man.
I know that I am married, but y'all need to know that I'm married.
Right.
That's why that is there for me. That's it.
Damn. I thought you was going to say something.
I feel like people that feel like the ring represents something they're like, what is it? Like superficial?
Yeah.
Like is that the right word? Hold on, I gotta look it up.
Like
now.
the ring is going to do something.
Yeah, like
the ring is going to actually.
They feel like the ring is it's right. Yes, superficial is the right word. Yeah, it's like I feel like people that feel like the ring is I don't know. I feel like they're just.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. You have people that are so flashy with their rings, or they want big rings, or they're like, "Oh, it needs to be the." You're doing that. I feel like those are the same people that end up getting divorced.
True.
Because
that's what they care about.
Your mindset is focused on how big his ring is, and you equate that to how much he loves you, and I think that that's bullshit.
What is an attribute for you to symbolize that symbolizes something in a relationship? Like for me, loyalty is a big symbolization of being married.
You don't have to be married to be loyal.
You're absolutely right. I'm gonna cut that out. that's
don't cut it out.
No, I'm gonna cut that out. Because that was actually really smart.
Oh, yo, you're funny.
How am I funny?
Something that symbolizes what?
Just forget.
What did you say?
I don't know. I was making up a word.
Bruh. I'm fucking.
No, I was saying something that's symbolizes marriage and the bond between us. What is it? Something that symbolizes that? Because you know how people are like, oh, our rings, that means that we're married. That means that we're bond together. That means that we are all these things. What is something that?
To me, there is nothing. Listen to what I'm saying, right? Like
I'm listening. I'm just not looking.
When you say something that symbolizes our marriage, I don't know, the fact that we got married. I don't know, marriage licenses, like it doesn't make it's not a realistic question to me. There are people that have been together for 30 plus years who've never had a wedding, never put a ring on either one's finger.
You're absolutely right.
And we still consider them married.
Yep.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, that's not a realistic question. Because there's only symbolism between the two. There is no symbolism for the world outside of having a ring on, which is what I said. The ring is for you to know I'm married, not for me to know that I'm married. Because it's people that will take their rings off. when they go certain places.
Right.
So it doesn't. I'm not gonna wear my ring tonight, so people don't think I'm married. That's to me. That's really the only thing it can symbolize is oh, you're either married or you're not married. What else? I mean, and then everything else is between you and that person. It has nothing else to do with the world.
Mm.
So yeah, the rings. I mean, they're pretty. It's a beautiful accessory, mine. But it doesn't mean it doesn't hold like super significance other than letting people know that yes, I am a married woman.
Copy that. They wanted to know what was the ring symbolization for a marriage because they're
I think
about
everybody's different. I'm not a shallow person. I
yeah.
don't think anyway. So it don't mean that it just lets people know that you're married. That's all I don't know.
Wow. Uh Melvin Crew, if you can have more kids, how many
Go ahead. Go ahead.
how many how many more would you have and why would you want to have more kids? But if you don't want to have more kids, why would you not want to have more kids?
You want me to go first? I'll go first
Oh
because
shit.
this is a good question. Um so if we could have more kids, yes, we would have more kids. We've already talked about this.
Lord Jesus.
We in 2022, was it 22 or the end of 21?
End of 21.
Because we were in Mexico. It wasn't. We was the middle of 21 when we went to Mexico. We had talked about having another baby. And we had even went as far as looking into the process of him having a vasectomy and what does that look like
Mm.
and the different ways. Like we talked to a fertility clinic and everything to just see what the possibilities and stuff were.
Mhm.
We eventually let it go. And then
we didn't let it go.
we did. We kind of just like it was like, well,
we can't.
it's just not in the cards for us.
Right.
So it got brought back up last year.
Last year. Yes.
And
Pinterest brought it back up.
it wasn't even Pinterest, bro. It just was.
Oh. Pinterest.
It wasn't Pinterest, stupid. That don't even make sense. You gotta stop saying dumb stuff sometimes.
That Pinterest brought it back
How
up?
could Pinterest bring it back up?
Maybe because all the little baby things that you
Are
was
you
posting
dumb?
on.
I have a baby board on my Pinterest.
I know, I think that you went on it when he was like, "Memby baby."
Just because you think something doesn't mean it is.
Okay, cool.
Genius.
I am.
Anyway.
I'm very genius.
So yeah, it got brought back up. And it was definitely something very we like, dang, definitely wish we didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely wish that we did not play with what God's actual plans were.
Right.
You know, and so in a way, this is our punishment for something that we had no business doing in the first place.
Damn. Punishment?
Yeah. So this is something that we genuinely want, even like right now, still want. So I prayed a lot on it, like a lot, like, but I also prayed that if it were God's plan, that He create a miracle, and if it's not God's plan, then it just is what it is. To let me know that, so that I can be in a place of understanding, so that we can be in a place of understanding.
Right.
And then my little sister tells me that she's pregnant with twins.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And so I took that as, I don't know, y'all may not look at it the same way, but I kind of took that as our prayers being answered just in a different way, because it was something that I prayed on in the sense of, if we can't ourselves have a baby, let it be an adoption, or just a different way of being a parent.
Mm-hmm.
And so I may not be the parent, but I am the auntie. Okay.
Right.
And me and my sister are close. Okay. So technically, first of all my nieces and nephews are my kids anyway. Period. So technically we having twins, but we not having twins.
Right.
But if we could have more of our own, it would, for me, just be one. Because 3 is a lot already. 4 is an army for me. And then anything after 4 is like a country. And I don't have
a country.
I don't have the capacity for that. And I know my limits. And so, yeah, I think just one more would be enough. You know what's funny? And people always be like, but you'd have to try it for a girl? Absolutely not. I would never want to try specifically for a girl. I enjoy having sons. Like I genuinely.
Not the way you be cursing us out. Y'all nasty. Having boys is funky.
They're dirty, but I love having my sons, and I would love to have one more boy. And it's so funny.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. And my sister is pregnant with twin boys. So I thought that was really awesome. Really awesome.
I thought you was going to say a girl.
No.
No?
I don't want to deal with the period stuff. I think about all my sisters and they all have girls. Like, all of them.
Everybody has like girls and no.
They do have girls and boys, but they have a majority of girls. Like my oldest sister, she has 2 boys out of 7. So 5 girls. The one after her.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Yeah, one after her, she has 2 girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one after me has 3 girls and 1 boy. The one after her has 2 boys and 2 girls. And then the one after her has now 2 girls that are the oldest, and then the 2 twin boys that are on the way, and our brother doesn't have any. But yeah, everybody has a majority of girls. And I think about the pettiness and the drama and the periods and oh my God, Mom, I'm pregnant. Like, I don't have to deal with that. Now,
Mom, I got somebody pregnant.
But you're not in my house, so I don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, too, because I don't have daughters, I look forward to the day when my sons bring home a girl that they genuinely are, like, head over heels for, to, like, make her my daughter type stuff.
Right.
Respecting her mother, but making her making both of them understand, or hoping that both of them understand is what I should say, that I love her just as much as you do.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, she is just as much as my daughter as she is yours. That's how I want that to be.
I think that's dope.
Yeah, but
I think that's really dope.
Another boy would be perfect.
I really felt it when I was outside playing with Colin.
Oh, was that last week?
This is last week when we was outside, we was flipping and stuff, and I'm like, yo, I don't have a baby no more.
Yeah, no, we have no baby. Colin's 6.
I know, and even when he tries to cuddle with me, I'm like, dude, you're too big.
He's not too big, but
he's long.
I think his personality is so, like, he has 2 older brothers, one that is a teenager at this point, and one that is soon to be a teenager. And although they are still very kid-like, or have like kid ways, they're still older. Like, Nathan's 6 years, that makes 7 years older than Colin, and he acts more like them than he does a 6-year-old.
Right, the bond for them.
Yeah, so he's very smart. He's very outspoken. He don't take no shit from nobody, and so he doesn't give 6-year-old. He gives 6,
going on 12.
Going on 15. He still has his moments, like if he hurts himself, I'm like, or if he feels like somebody hurt his feelings and he's crying, it's like, oh, you need some mommy love, and he's like, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
He has his 6-year-old moments, but for the most part, he's not 6. And so we don't have babies, and I think that's a big part of it too. I kind of crave that baby, even though I know they don't stay babies forever. It's kind of like you just miss having that little person that you could just like hold and just like nurture.
You
don't nurture after a certain age.
I know.
Not in the same way.
I kiss my boys on the cheek. Dad, don't. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
We might have to fight.
I miss buying baby clothes and all the things. But yeah, like I said, my sister, she's having twin boys. So I thought that was, a pretty telling sign from God for me. And
she gonna call you after this and be like, it was you, huh?
yeah, I told her that when they told me. When she told me, I was like, yo, I said, I kid you not. I said, I have been praying. That's why I was like, we've been thinking or trying or wanting to have another baby. And, I prayed and this was the prayer. And the fact that you're telling me that you're having twin boys right now is that was God telling me you may not get to be a mother in the way that you want it to be.
But
doesn't mean that you can't help raise these.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought amazing. that was kind of cool.
That's amazing.
But yeah, just one more if we were able to. I feel like that person might know us because how y'all know that we couldn't have no more kids? Have we talked about that before?
Yeah.
Oh,
we have.
Interesting. That means you listen.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I peeped it.
I like that. On the other thing, I want to talk about. Hey man, can y'all like and subscribe our stuff? You know what I mean? Start sharing it. I mean, we hitting the masses, but we need to get that video out there. You know what I mean?
On YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube, we doing numbers.
Talk
we doing
that shit
with the Melvins. You
on
know?
YouTube. Subscribe.
Ridiculous.
Subscribe. Hit that notification bell.
Wow.
That's how the people be like, don't forget to hit that subscribe.
It's right there. We're going to put it right there. It's over there. We're going to do it over there.
Subscribe.
Okay. But no, thank you for always sending messages, sending questions, and
I just appreciate the fact that you guys really tune in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to be like, oh yeah, I've been following you for forever, and it's a whole nother other ball game to like, y'all. You could tell who really is paying attention and like actually watching or listening because y'all, the questions or the comments that you guys leave, it shows the loyalty.
Yes.
And I was sitting up saying to myself the other day, like, I wonder how many of like the people that listen to us or watch us that I could be friends with, because we're in church talking about relationships, like friendships.
Oh, shucks.
And I was like, dang, I wonder how many people that are like watching us and stuff that I could actually be friends with, because I have a hard time with the concept of friendship.
I think what separates us is somebody actually sitting down listening to a podcast.
Huh?
I'm saying you don't have a lot of people that can do that. So that's a separation of people.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
What's over there?
Nothing. I was looking at your wire.
Yo.
Yeah, your wire was right there. I thought you was about to get tangled up on your wire with your nails. So I was making sure you wasn't. Crazy.
You gotta stop playing them damn scary games.
No, you gotta stop telling me to play the damn scary game.
Absolutely not. I love to hear you scream.
What I was saying is, it takes a different type of person to actually listen to a podcast. You know, to dedicate yourself every week to look for something, to listen to it.
Yeah.
That's a different, to listen to other people talk about something that may portray to you this week or may not portray to you, but you're still going to come back the next week and the week after and the week after, and then you subscribe, and then as soon as it come on, you're like, oh shit, I gotta listen.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a different type of person. So I feel like you can be friends with any damn body.
I can't be friends with just anybody. I actually can't.
Why?
I would never even tell myself that I could. I know better.
Yeah.
You know why I can't just be friends with just anybody? Because most people are just full of shit. I mean, I'm just being so honest. Most people are just so full of shit, and I call bullshit every single time.
Wow.
And I don't care who, what, when, where, how you feel, what you like, what you didn't like. Like, I'm going to call you on your shit every single time. One, I feel like that's what a good friend would do. But then two, like, why are you out in the world putting out this weirdo ass energy? Like, I don't hate weirdo ass people. So don't be that person and then think you're going to be a friend with me. Like, it just don't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Have you ever got burned being too good of a person?
No, because you got to care a lot to get burned. I've gotten into it with my best friend before. But in the end, it was just like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. But I've never been burned because I cared about somebody so much. Like, you can care, but I think at a certain point, you got to know when not to care.
Yeah.
Turn it on, turn it off.
Turn it on, turn it off.
I think I'm pretty good at that.
Yes, you are very good. You are a master of the skies.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at just like, oh, you gonna keep on with your bullshit. Great. I'm going about my business. I ain't got time
Why
for
are you
that.
talking so country right now?
I'm not.
Go on with your business. You can go on with your business.
I didn't even say that.
I'm gonna play it back. I
I
wish I
didn't
could
say
go
that like that.
Go on with your business. Go on with your whatever. Let's get out of here.
How you just gonna stop the podcast like that?
Because you was going with your business. Going with your business.
You're horrible. That's why you the co-host.
I know.
You know what?
I'm the co-host.
That you're horrible or that you're the co-host?
I know I ain't horrible.
You just tried to put two words together in the beginning of this podcast that you knew didn't make no sense.
Going with the business.
That's why you funny looking.
Going with your business.
That's why your head look like a thumb.
How you gonna say?
Y'all just listen to
Talk that shit
with the Melvins.
We out this thing.
Bye.
Bye.